Hey everyone, and welcome to something different, something new. Um, right now, I am watching a recap of My Street. A quick recap of My Street before season 7 comes out, and this is by the channel Write It Out. I recently came to it was like probably in the beginning of I would say probably around January, February ish. I was trying to remember because I just want to see people's theories about My Street and stuff. Now I remember this guy. I must have came about his channel like days ago, not days ago, days ago within those months. That was like, oh, I'm like, oh, let me just try to see what other people think about when it comes to the series. That I came upon his channel where he was basically reporting and stuff. And last week I think okay, yeah, cause my what's it called they post because aphmau posted D&D that week. I'm like, oh, I should have reacted to this rather than watching it on my own. Then I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should do a little recap to remember. I was gonna watch a couple of his theories. It was the one about the guy about Irene, the Irene theory, and because I didn't watch my what's it called Minecraft Diaries. I only watch. I know. Crucify me when I say this because I started watching like I don't know what season it was. I think I started watching aphmau probably around season 7 came out. No, not season 7. When Emerald Secrets was just starting up. When Secrets was just starting up, and my Phoenix Drop High was releasing, and because that's probably why when I was watching, I guess because they were both coming on alongside each other. That's why I probably thought not aphmau. What's his name? Aaron was already a werewolf because of that. It must have been that. So I so yeah, it was basically that around that time I started watching aphmau and everything. So I'm just trying to recap what happened. What happened? Because I definitely remember, but I don't remember not minor demons Minecraft Diaries because I only watch aphmau stuff. It was back in the day. Back in the day, it was back in the day. If if it wasn't fully voice acted, I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't do it back in the day. But yeah, I was young. I was young. I was young. I was young. But I got the gist of Minecraft Diaries. aphmau, our main cast members existed, and because of Rebirth, Minecraft Diaries Rebirth, I remember. I guess I found out about what happened. aphmau spawned to the world. He helped out the Lord and all that stuff. Basic stuff. I started watching season 3 though. Then season 3, Minecraft Diaries season 3, it stopped. Then she did a rebirth to redo some stuff. She was doing a rebirth for a couple of series. It was Phoenix Drop High, I think so. I think she did a rebirth for Mystreet too. Yeah, but enough rambling. Enough rambling. I've been rambling for too long. Check out the original video because I will stop a while. I'm hoping he gets into this one character that I didn't know where it was from. It was in Minecraft's the last season of Minecraft Mystreet, where what was he doing? I think his name was Isaac. It was just this guy with flashy eyes and everything. Then it was a comet. I remember there was a lot of stuff. I watched the series. It was something about a comet. A comet's coming. A comet is in the trailer of My Street season 7. And this guy was randomly talking about a comet, and there was like newspapers. Cause I don't know if y'all remember this. I don't know if y'all remember this. Like before My Street season 6 came out, when the Angels Fall, in her regular videos that were what's it called? That were role plays, she would post some. There would be like some cryptic stuff. Like I think there was like flashes of images or something like that. Then in the comments, the comment description of the videos, there would sometimes be a link to the the stuff. I guess a link to a secret video. One with agent. I think someone was breaking to a mansion trying to get something. The agent from Falcon University. I think so. Falcon Claw University. I don't remember that series. It was a college university. So yeah, basically stuff. But I need to see what happened. Hopefully he'll give this guy will give more explanation. So let's get to the video. Also subscribe to him. I like his chat. I like his recaps and stuff. His YouTube videos.
I thought it'd be great to have a quick recap and go through some important things that we should keep in mind. There's quite a bit of information to get through, so I'll try my best to condense it and say the most important parts. Also subscribe! The main thing we should keep in mind is the way that aphmau's world and universes work through the concept of realms. These realms are their own little worlds, their own universes that exist parallel to each other.
Minor demons.
Basically a multiverse. The main reason I bring this up is because the world of Mystreet and
that was Rebirth based on that was Minecraft Diaries Rebirth. Based on the eyes and everything, because back in the day, the Minecraft character's eyes did not look like that. It was like up to season. It would probably see. I can't remember what season where the eyes got so detailed. It was probably between season Ember Secret and Lover's Lane, where their eyes started getting more and more detailed, and Phoenix dropped season 2.
Minecraft Diaries are heavily intertwined, but it's not just worlds that exist. There's also a darkness that consumes everything.
The void.
Time and life and relics and anime, there exists a void. The void,
in
simpler terms, is the emptiness. A bacteria.
I'm gonna see if I can remember this series. I don't remember what the series was called. I think it was Mod. I think it was Mod World. Is that? Because, dude, I don't think this series got ending. I remember it was Mod World. Lawrence came back. There was a Void version of Lawrence. The Void was taken over, and the season ended where they were on some cloud area. It was like a full-on white area where different universes, I think so.
Bacteria eating away at different realms. It corrupts, it marks you, it takes away. Its purpose is to destroy and make everything nothing more than darkness. It is believed and theorized, so take this with a grain of salt, to take over and destroy when there's been a disturbance to a realm or the multiverse. From what we can understand, the Void basically course corrects hard when something happens. It's unclear whether or not it truly is evil, or just doing what it can to keep the balance in the multiverse, or even if it's just a means to an end, wanting to reset the world and consume everything. We start our story with Irene the Matron.
Okay, this is stuff I need. The stuff I need.
The most important figure of this world. She eventually became a goddess through all her help in shaping society, helping the worlds through famine, healing even those who never deserved it, like her mother. Irene was born special, possessing divine powers. Irene's ability to heal has unknown origin. The only thing that we know was that it was just given to her. It was a blessing. We later meet Shad, and he was also blessed by the gods. They were opposites in nature and in spirit, but they found kinship and eventually fell in love and had a child. While Lady Irene was going on her adventure, she came to know about a world-ending comet that would soon appear.
Yep, the comet.
Thankfully, she found these special people, an ancient civilization who created this device called the.
It was that dude. That dude, right here. Him. He was a dude that I think when he appeared in Mystreet, I had no idea who he was. I just thought, oh, he's just somebody from Minecraft Diaries that I just did not, because I didn't watch season 1 or 2, I think so. Because I didn't watch season 1 or 2, I just didn't know who he was. That's my assumption.
Thankfully, she found these special people, an ancient civilization who created this device called the Celestial Cannon. They spent all of their remaining time and even their lives creating this cannon to hopefully destroy the comet, but at a cost. The cannon needs living souls to activate. Power isn't free. There's always a price. So Irene took on the burden and sacrificed her own daughter and turned her into one of the world's first relics.
Why am I calling
it? It was like the second relic because Hollow and his parents made the device and his mother was turned into a relic.
His name wasn't Isaac then. It was Hollow. Okay. Yeah, I remember that from this guy's Dairy video. Yep.
because of it. But with this newfound power, Irene stopped the comet and saved the realm. But her job wasn't done. Because the world was supposed to end, the void was now approaching fast, and Irene herself could not handle it alone. Together with Shad, she created the Divine Warriors, each with their own relics. But once Shad found out that these relics were created with human sacrifice, he rebelled. He turned on Irene and they fought, with Shad becoming the Shadow Lord and being sealed away. A long time would pass and Irene became depressed, so she just
Okay. I know I'm stopping. I know I'm stopping a lot, but maybe if I'm stopping a lot and it's irritating y'all should go to the original video. So Shad, blah blah Shad, relics, celestial canon. So, okay, I'm thinking this guy right out might explain. I'm wondering how because I was always wondering if Minecraft Diaries was a prequel to Mystreet because of Ghost, Ghost and Kim, and how Ghost was obsessed with a guy named Zane, and we find out in Minecraft. I'm pretty sure in Minecraft Diaries we find out that I think Zane killed Kim, or Zane. I know Zane kidnapped. Was the character in that universe Kim too? Was that Kim in that universe? Yeah, so it made me wonder if this was Minecraft Diaries prequel to Mystreet. I was about to say something.
To seal herself and her memories away in the Irene
Dimension.
Personal realm. Many years later, Irene was reborn into a brand new person.
Minecraft Diaries Rebirth.
Her name was Lady Aphmau, and she became the Lord of Phoenix Drop. Throughout her journey, Aphmau meets a lot of people who eventually became part of the main cast for Mystreet. Caitlyn, Kawaii-chan, Garth, her lover Aaron. But for now, we'll put some focus on.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Casey, Kawaii-chan, is there? I wonder, are we going to get an explanation on why? Because we know why Kawaii-chan isn't called Kawaii-chan anymore. In real life, because of it was offensive. So, right now, they call her Casey. Because in the new D&D episode, they call her Casey. They don't call her Kawaii-chan anymore. Zane calls her... I don't think D&D is canon. But it does give us an insight on how the characters will look like. Based on how the characters look like in D&D, it was showing how the models might look like, a test on how people react to models and everything. So, I wonder if in this, when Mystreet Season 7 come out, are they going to call her Casey? Are people going to call her Casey while Zane call her Nana, I think that's her name, and like secret till Casey decides to reveal to everyone that her name is Nana.
Emmeline, who becomes very important later on and helps us fill in the...
Emmeline! That's her name. Her name wasn't Kim, it was Emmeline. Emmeline is a ghost in Emerald Secret. I guess Kim didn't exist in this universe. Minecraft Diaries. Okay. Emmeline became the ghost, and who is now inhabiting Kim's body. Is that her name, right? Kim. I think her name's Kim. Yes.
The blinks in later seasons. Emmeline is a researcher, a dedicated scholar to the goddess Irene, and when everyone gets trapped in the Irene dimension, Emmeline immediately recognizes everything and knows details that no human should, like the time dilation. In the Irene dimension houses Irene's relic, which immediately goes to aphmau. Through this, she's able to manifest Irene's original powers, such as her healing abilities, and eventually manifest angel wings and glowing white eyes. While aphmau is making babies with Aaron and learning about her origins and
making babies with Aaron
goddess in her past life,
is wild.
Has been scheming. His origins are a bit unknown. We only know that he is Travis' father, and he knew.
Okay, yeah. So this is why I think in one of Rideout's Deary's videos, he said that Minecraft Diaries is a different universe from Minecraft, Mystreet. So. Because the scene that I constantly like to rewatch sometimes was the scene where Luci- Lucinda breaks into Travis's house on secret, what's it called Starlight, and I don't know. I just find that I like that scene so much. It's like such a chilling scene. So because I always wondered because I was like, oh, does Savannah does she it wouldn't make sense for Savannah to exist in this universe, Minecraft Diaries, because aphmau just appeared out of nowhere, so Savannah shouldn't exist. Shouldn't Savannah wouldn't know who aphmau is.
About the relics and try to get his hands on them.
Oh
We
yeah,
don't know where he came.
Back to this. Yeah, but yeah, because what's her name? Lucinda made it clear that Travis's family were hunted and killed to avoid the demon warlock coming out. So that's why I was wondering. I was wondering because right now I cannot remember if affects if Minecraft Diaries is a prequel. That's what like my main issue that I just can't remember. I remember him right out saying in another video, because it was like I remember when Jess used to stream, she said that Minecraft Rebirth would affect Minecraft Diary, Mystreet Rebirth. I think so, but they all affected each other. But it was a whole complicated thing. Everything affected each other.
Came from or how he became this way. During this period in Minecraft Diaries, he was actually very powerful, knowing how to cast curses and controlling shape-shifting imps and having them do his bidding. He also apparently knew how to steal others' power. Though we never actually see him do this, we only ever hear stories about it. Eventually, Travis, with the help of aphmau, takes down the demon warlock and is able to banish not only his physical form, but his spirit, meaning he couldn't reincarnate, or so we thought. It turns out the demon warlock is a cursed soul, meaning there's always a chance that he can linger on and come back. If his legacy and bloodline stayed alive, then that just means he will come back. So to make sure he stays dead, they had everyone who was ever close to him killed. It was ruled that there should be no more descendants of the demon warlock, so that way he would never return. But we find out that centuries later, they didn't do the best job at killing them. There were survivors. Speaking of cursed souls, Shad the Destroyer was also one of them. His bloodline was going strong up until the whole village was killed, but Aaron somehow remained. He was the only survivor and the last descendant of Shad. Shad was banished in the Nether a long time ago by Irene. He spent his days there creating Shadow Knights and lingering in limbo, up until Aaron's death. Shad then took over his descendant's body and swore to destroy Irene once and for all, not knowing that Irene has been gone for a long time, and now aphmau must deal with the new Shadow Lord. Sometime later, aphmau would give birth to hers and Aaron's daughter, Alina. And when Shad found out, he kidnapped her and took her to the Celestial Canyon.
Alina. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Alina. My wish, her wish, my wish, her wish. The Christmas series, the holiday series. Was it the holiday series where we saw? I'm trying to remember what we saw. I don't. What's her name? I can't remember who was in that series. We know that Aaron was blinded and was still blind at the end of the series. So I wonder, and we know that the girl in her wish was related to aphmau. Is related to this version of aphmau in Minecraft Diaries, because she asked who was it? I can't remember who she asked. She asked, "Will I exist in this universe?" And I think so. I'm just trying, because I'm trying to remember if, because we know that Lucinda and Zane lost. Lucinda lost her ability to do magic, and Zane lost his smartness. I think so. I'm trying to remember if we saw them in her wish.
And threatened to do to her what Irene did to him, turn her into a relic. aphmau and Shad would fight, and we're not exactly sure what happens, but we're positive that Shad is eventually defeated, and he is given a new role. He becomes the gatekeeper and the guard for the gates of the afterlife. Lady aphmau would live her life to the best of her abilities, but after learning of her past life and now having a bigger role to play with being a goddess, she chose to seal herself in the Irene dimension. She would stay there, now watching over the world.
Dude, do y'all remember? Do y'all remember seeing this for the first time? Minecraft Diary, Mystreet season 6. Y'all remember seeing this for the first time? She posted 3 that day, and I was getting hyped, especially when it came for us seeing her for the first time, for me seeing this image, because I remember her posting a corgi, like, cause she posted a corgi and the corgi was sad, and there was like a bunch of balls on the ground, and oh my gosh, everything was connecting, and how the last thumbnails were images of all of the what's it called, all of the relics, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is getting me hyped for season 7 again.
As its protector, now accepting the title and becoming the goddess Irene. Sometime either before, during, or after, it's hard to say, Emmeline is torn apart, mind, body, and soul by the celestial cannon. She tries using the cannon to revive her husband, but something went completely wrong, and her soul was forcefully split apart, causing her to lose every part of herself and roam aimlessly as a ghost. Okay, now we can finally get to Mystreet stuff. So the story of the Ultima, I'm not sure where this falls in
One more time.
having a bigger role to play.
About Emmeline?
During or after, it's hard to say. Emmeline is torn apart, mind, body, and soul by the celestial cannon. She tries using the cannon to revive her husband, but something went completely wrong, and her soul was forcefully split apart, causing her to lose every part of herself and roam aimlessly as a ghost. Okay, now we can finally get to Mystreet stuff. So the story of the Ultima, I'm not sure where this falls in the timeline. It's probably way before the Irene stuff, but since it's very relevant to Mystreet, I'm just gonna mention it here. The story of the Ultima is very sad and possibly the most tragic in the series.
People curse.
And his wife were very happy until she fell ill. So the man made a deal with the devil to keep her alive. By giving a sacrifice, he would get what he desired. So the man chose a wolf as a sacrifice and slaughtered it. The wolf gods were, of course, very upset, so they cursed the man and turned him into the very first werewolf. He had the ability to transform others into wolves by looking at them with his cursed eyes. Alternatively, he could also bite to transform someone, and this is arguably the best way to transform humans into werewolves. A simple stare.
Alright, speaking of this, Aaron did kill a lot of people last season, right? Like, we know he killed Blaze, but Aaron, I just don't remember what happened at the end of the season, because Aaron, was it? It was after aphmau died. Spoiler alerts. I don't know why you're watching my video before his video. But yeah, aphmau died. He was going on a rampage. He killed Blaze. His eyes were out. He killed, because they were all stuck on Starlight. He saw a lot of people. He killed a bunch of werewolves who was in his way because they were under the mind control of Ian. I'm pretty sure Ian. I'm just wondering, all the voice actors, I'm wondering if aphmau will be able to get all the voice actors back. I don't think she's going to get Lawrence. I'm pretty sure Garth, because I think she could get all the voice actors who are on Andy's rewatching of Mystreet. I don't know if she would get Lawrence. I don't know if she can get Lawrence, Sebastian. I'm trying to remember when the mod I guess the mod world, or Void Paradox, that's what it's called. The series was called Void Paradox, which was a sequel to mod world. Maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think Sebastian was in that series. So I wonder if she could get that back. I'm wondering if she could get Jane's voice actor back, or Lucinda's voice actor, because Jane's and Lucinda's voice actors, Anaris and I don't think I'm saying her name right. Anaris and Alejandro, they do a lot of stuff. So I think we recently saw them in the recent. Because I don't watch her content right now, so I think we might have saw her in the recent stuff. I know we saw Blaze's voice actor, Jason Lord, in the Murder Mystery ? I didn't watch the video, so I wouldn't know. So I just wonder if she could get all the voice actors back. I guess we'll find out on, because today he posted write it out, posted this video of recap. So the 19th is when VidCon is gonna be out, and I'm gonna be at work. So I'm gonna get all the news when everybody else get the news, but I'm gonna be delayed since I'm gonna be working. So I'm gonna find it out like after work.
Could transform you, but has a higher chance.
But I feel like Lucinda would have to play role in Mystreet season 7. Lucinda, because Lucinda is a witch. So, but I don't know if she could do magic anymore. Then we had when he mentions the what's it called, the sword people, the people with the swords, their group, who has aphmau and Travis right now.
To kill, especially when those eyes are fueled by rage and are untamed. The Ultima has gone and passed down this curse since the beginning of time, and that eventually leads us to Eren and his family. While the curse nowadays is nothing more than an urban legend, the fact remains that this well-kept secret has a lot of holes, and a few people know about the truth. One of these people being the Demon Warlock. The Guardian Forces is a military organization.
Guardian Forces! That's what they're called.
From the Ultima. They had one major run-in with an Ultima before, that being Eren's grandfather in Brightport, which was actually all orchestrated by the Demon Warlock. Ever since his defeat centuries ago, he's been trying to find a way to get back his power and take his revenge. The Demon Warlock has one goal: kill Irene, who's currently in the Irene dimension. He wants to destroy the cycle of rebirth and become the new god, or in his words, become the master of this world. Since his bloodline has survived for so long, he is finally able to manifest and take over his descendants, one of them being Terry, who is Travis's father. It's around this time that the Demon Warlock would take a new alias, a new name, Michael, and enact his new plan to seize the world. This plan is very convoluted and gets very messy, so I guess let's just get into it. So back in Brightport, Michael orchestrated a bunch of murders and caused Eren's grandfather to go berserk. This of course made him transform into the Ultima's wolf form. Why did he do this? Well, using his descendants, he was able to find
this was revealed
celestial canon and learn.
I don't want to talk over this dude. This was revealed in, I guess, when Eren was super depressed and stuff. You know, he was in his dog form and everything. I think Michael must have. Michael Demon Warlock, doesn't matter. Was talking to Eren while he was in his little ultimate wolf form about this scene. His grandfather.
About the Ultima and the Guardian Forces. Michael wanted to turn the Ultima into a relic and regain his power, but there's a couple of steps involved. If he truly wishes to become the most powerful person in the world, he needs the Ultima to become tainted, evil, hateful, a destroyer. It would mean nothing to throw a person in there, even if they did hold that kind of power. He needs them at the height of their abilities if he wishes to draw out their power. Eren's grandfather was eventually slaughtered by the Guardian Forces, and with him dead, the curse would now be passed down to Derek, Eren's father. Derek knew the scale of how bad everything was and what would happen if he ever had even one slip up. So when he married and had a son, he made sure to do everything in his power to keep the curse subdued. Derek would eventually meet Michael along with Garte.
R.I.P. Rachel and Derek. Rachel, is that her name? Yeah, R.I.P. Rachel and Derek. Real ones. They were real ones. Kind of. They had a messy start in Lover's Lane, but they were real ones after that.
Elizabeth and Zach. They all formed a team, and with Michael's manipulation, they started the process of the creation of. Meet Michael along with Garte.
Garte. Zach. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Zach. Who what is a Koiki think? He will meet the people whose children are really. Like, I wonder if Michael knew that. Where is it? Come on.
Elizabeth and Zach.
Yeah, Derek. Oh, that's Derek. Derek, like, I wonder if he planned it. I wonder if Michael planned it. Like, oh, let me just keep these people in mind. This is gonna be Kate. Remember, find Caitlin's mom, cause Michael must have known that. Oh yeah, maybe I should keep what's the name? An eye on aphmau, since she does have like something Irene, stuff like that.
Zack. They all formed a team, and with Michael's manipulation, they started the process of the creation of forever potions. Elizabeth and Zack are both doctors, and they have a vast knowledge of magics. Garte and Derek are both salesmen. They know how to sell things and grab investors. Michael would continue to manipulate them and even share the world's secrets. He told them about realms, about divine sorcery, and about relics. He filled their heads on how they can save the world together, claiming that these forever potions could heal diseases, cure unknown illnesses before they even prove fatal. This was meant to help people. It was around this time that they would buy the lodge because conveniently it was built above a cave that had mines filled with emeralds, the final ingredient to make these forever potions work. As a final test, Michael told his team to give the forever potions to their kids. Elizabeth would give one to Caitlin. Garte would give
Garte would give one to Gareth. People said I think he might say we don't know if aphmau got one, and I don't think she did. We know Gareth got one. We know that for sure. Since, Gareth did survive getting turned into a werewolf. Is that Travis? I think Travis might have died. Travis definitely died or something like that, right?
Give one to Garth. Zack would give one to aphmau. Derek would give one to Aaron, and Michael, aka Terry, would give one to Travis. Funny enough, Elizabeth actually suggested using more children, but Michael claims that he doesn't need any more. Instead, they would only use it on the ones close to Irene. It's kind of funny. Zack is unable to use his daughter for the experiments because he was going through a divorce and he lost custody. And Derek, being the only sane one in the room, refuses to give the forever potion to Aaron, and when he notices that these potions aren't even being used for good, he tells Garte and they attempt to confront everyone. But that's when Michael decides to get rid of them. But thanks to Irene's interference by giving Derek a breaker, they end up trapping Zack, Elizabeth, and Michael in another realm. Garte and Derek would then go their separate ways and disband everything and try their best to forget about what just happened. But sadly, things wouldn't stay put, as Michael breaks through and escapes with Zack and Elizabeth. They are now free. Michael still possesses...
Was it ever explain how Michael, Zack, and Elizabeth broke through I guess the dimension? Was it ever explained? Because we know. I definitely remember Caitlin must remember walking out. Caitlin must have remembered. What? I've been thinking back to Lovers. Caitlin's dad has blue hair, and Elizabeth has blue hair. Well, I'm guessing that's like natural in this universe. There's a lot of people with different color hair. Travis' hair is like white. Caitlin's hair is like blue. Casey's hair is blue too. Casey. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I'm talking about Nana's Casey. Her hair is pink. No, is her hair pink? I think she dyed her hair to become pink, to be pink. Lucinda's ginger. Lucinda's a ginger. Is that everybody with unnatural hair? Oh yeah, but yeah, I wonder if it's gonna get explained how, cause like aphmau did not meet his dad. I don't think aphmau met her dad in season 7 yet. I don't think season 6. So next season, she might meet her dad, because at the end of season 6, he was like, oh yeah, he was talking to Elizabeth that, oh, you should spend time with your daughter and stuff. And I wonder, is Caitlin's siblings, are they related to her? Answer all my questions. Is Caitlin's siblings related to her? Like half siblings? Are they half siblings? That's what I'm trying to say.
Possessing Terry's body, still goes through with the original plan, as he knows the whereabouts of the Ultima and he's become the owner of Starlight Wonderland, which houses the Celestial Canon. Now it's just a matter of time before everything falls into place. Derek has his hands full with trying to subdue Aaron and keep him disciplined, since he's now the current Ultima, though he goes a little too far. He claims it's for Aaron's benefit, but keeping Aaron away from everyone, putting him through military school, having him under constant surveillance, treating him so insanely differently without an ounce of understanding, Aaron of course starts to become more aggressive and very rough around the edges. But he is given a chance to go to normal school so he can at least graduate. Which brings us to Phoenix Drop High Season 1. Man, can you believe it took us this long to get to an actual season of the show? Zack is no longer in aphmau's life at this point, and it's time for the first day of high school. aphmau has been spending a lot of time talking to FC over the phone and playing games with him. And plot twist...
Oh yeah, wait. Wasn't there a Phoenix Drop High Rebirth? No, wait. Wasn't there a Phoenix Drop High Rebirth series or something like that? Cause like, why do I remember aphmau asking about her dad inviting her to her graduation or something? Was it? I definitely remember. I don't. I think it might have been like a in between Phoenix Drop in between Phoenix Drop High season 2 and Falcon Claw University, whatever that middle series was called, because it was definitely it was a prequel before Phoenix Falcon Claw University or whatever. Do I definitely remember them being talks about aphmau's dad in that series.
FC is actually Aaron. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil it for you. aphmau was forced into
Wow,
a werewolf
I
class
can't believe
because
you
double plot twist, she is a werewolf. Duh, duh, duh. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
So her father, Zach, is actually a werewolf, but aphmau never inherited those genes. Through some misunderstandings and Aaron trying his best to protect her, Aaron and aphmau both become the alpha of the school, which basically means that they're the leaders of the werewolves. While in high school, we meet Travis, Caitlin, Kawaii-chan, Garth, Lawrence, Jean, everyone. Pretty much every character was introduced here. Garth and Lawrence both fight over aphmau and want to date her, and aphmau finds out that Aaron is her online boyfriend, friend, guy, person. But oh no, Aaron has to leave for college, which means that aphmau must deal with being an alpha alone. She's pretty much pressured by the werewolves to try and pick someone for the role of alpha, and she eventually lands on this weird guy named Ian. I mean, he seems like a nice guy, and
do everybody remember when I don't know whenever that episode was in Minecraft season 6 where people thought it was alluded to. It was definitely alluded to because of the connections. It was like, oh, you didn't have an issue sacrificing this. Michael was talking to Zach. He said something like, oh, you don't have an issue sacrificing this son, this child. What about the other or something like that? Alluding to like it it definitely made people think that, oh, Ian is related to aphmau. That's what people thought. I think Jason might have, because I think Jason was writing that to it was supposed to be what's a red herring, I think so, and I think he admitted to like, oh, they messed up and Ian is not related to aphmau. I wonder if we're gonna see the other sibling in season 7. Oh yeah, never. Is season 7 is the last season, right? Was it confirmed that season 7 would be the last season of Mystreet?
things are finally looking up, so I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong! Aaron comes home from college, and his father is very upset that he wants to see aphmau. But thankfully, right when Aaron is about to give up, Ian is being a hectic little wiener, and Aaron decides to teach him a lesson. Turns out, Ian is a racist, and wants werewolves to be crazy and animalistic and overthrow the government. High school committee thingy, whatever. Ian's funny like that. He thinks that werewolves being civil is basically a sin and doesn't want anyone holding back.
Oh yeah, didn't he send Casey to the hospital or something? Like he pushed Casey and he had to go to the hospital. Caitlin confronted aphmau and everything. Wasn't that like a whole plot line?
His kind, which is obviously very wrong, and yeah, we make sure to deal with him appropriately.
Yep.
Aaron and aphmau finally have their moment, but it's very short-lived because now Aaron is under more surveillance than ever before. And over the years, their whole friendship becomes more and more strained because they barely get a chance to talk to each other. aphmau eventually graduates and goes to the same college as Aaron, and this is where we finally see the effects of the Forever Potion. Garth's newfound strength is frightening, and he almost kills a guy because he got a little angry and threw a punch. This is a sign of what's to come, and also explains why he's breaking down doors. Falcon Claw University has a couple of important things, like Xavier showing up and trying to expose Aaron for being an Ultima, and also Aaron's journey of learning how to open up and balance himself so he doesn't accidentally show off his eyes. Also, this is the first time we get introduced to Agent R. He was
Agent R, that's the name. Agent R, Agent R, Falcon Claw University, Agent R was in one of those secret videos. Agent R was in the first episode of WAF, when Angels Fall. Like he was on a boat and everything.
Originally only hired to keep Aaron in check and report back to Derek if he ever got out of line, but turns out Agent R was there during Derek's early years and was basically his guardian. So it's sweet that Agent R is pretty much doing the same thing for Aaron, as he actively lies to Derek to let Aaron live a little and go hang out with his friends. This sadly doesn't last long as Derek fires him because he's fed up with everything, and Aaron finally decides to leave everything behind and cut his parents out of his life. Of course, this wasn't just Aaron. aphmau actually played a huge part in all of this, even when she was dealing with her own problems like in high school with trying to be the alpha or getting death threats to stay away from Aaron. She still found the time to help him move into his new place. She was there for him just like Aaron was always there for her. This is definitely when they started to become inseparable. Season 1 of Mystreet happens and the funny love triangle is more persistent than ever.
Oh, okay.
Lawrence never had a chance because Aaron...
Because I was wondering this. Because I never seen season 1 of Mystreet. Season 1 and season 2. If season 2 is not Love Love Paradise, then if season 2 is Love Paradise, then I definitely seen season 2 and up. So, okay, so they knew each other. I thought it was like a random coinky dink that they met each other after what's called college and stuff. So was he Aaron's aphmau's roommate or something?
Aaron is such a jag. aphmau also learns to understand Zane and eventually befriends him. She really brings out the best in him. It's still crazy that he was originally a little emo boy in Garv's shadow, and now here he is making his first ever true friend. The season ends with Aaron officially asking aphmau to be his girlfriend, and Garv and Lawrence both approving of their relationship. Some time passes, and they all go on a mini vacation to Love Paradise, where we meet some old friends, make some new ones, and learn that Travis can survive a point-blank explosion and being thrown into the air miles away and then punched by a superhuman.
Is that Demon Warlock? Oh my gosh. Dude, it's that Demon Warlock strength. Duh. That's how he survived all of this. Because there's no way he should have.
What happened?
Everyone has fun, and it ends with Aaron asking aphmau to move in with him. Little does he know that not only his house and his belongings have been exploded, but his entire neighborhood got nuked as well. aphmau then opens up a maid cafe, and there's a bit of a rough patch because of the busyness of opening up a new establishment and Aaron's family coming back into his life after all this time. It really is just a lot that hits him all at once. I mean, when you think about it, it's kind of a warm-up for what they go through later. aphmau doesn't want there to be any bad blood, so Aaron's parents are slowly brought back and we somewhat make amends. Aaron is now more in love with aphmau than I was when I had my first PB&J, so he plans to make some money to take her to Starlight Wonderland. And money seems to be a bit of an issue, but thankfully the original lodge is now owned.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. This was the middle season. I think I found out about the middle season after Emerald Secret. I just thought they randomly just decided to go to the lodge. I don't think I saw I think like one day I just randomly was recommended the mini season between those episodes, and that's how I found out. That's how I found out how that I'm trying to remember. Casey did not go to Casey Lawrence did not go to the lodge with them. They had to find out in Starlight Wonderland. Not them. Oh, what happened to Dante? What's Dante doing? What is Jane doing nowadays?
Derek and Garte, and they both decide to pay Garf and Aaron to fix up the place. They bring along Kim and Lucinda, and we start season 4. Everything goes.
Yep.
I got my Pokemon's ready. Everything goes smoothly until Kim gets possessed by a ghost. Zane acts like drugs are cool, and Lucinda finds a mysterious book and gets control. It turns out the person behind all of this
was Ian all alone.
This to enact his revenge because he.
It was Ian all alone. Oh my gosh, do y'all remember? Dude, the memories. Lucinda getting got. aphmau getting got. Zane getting got. Dude, the memories. Maybe there's a place where we could go. The music videos. The memories of these role plays.
Peaked in high school, so now he takes control of aphmau and she kills Aaron. If you're wondering why Ian is here in the first place, that's all Michael's doing. Turns out, after Ian's fall, he somewhat met Michael and they had this mentor kind of relationship. And Ian was sent here to turn aphmau with a forever potion to basically traumatize everyone. But once again, Irene intervened and brought Aaron
I
pulled himself together and took Ian down. And
Irene did intervene.
The Ultima and taken away Ian's furry obsession. Everyone is rescued, aphmau is no longer mind controlled, and Aaron gets sent away for treatment treatment and physical therapy because he literally died. Michael ends up saving Ian and surprisingly gives him another chance because, as he puts it, he's still useful to him. So to make Ian stronger for next time, he gives him a bunch of forever potions. It kinda sucks because he used Ian's anger and made him just a pawn in his game. A whole year passes without Eren and aphmau being able to see each other, and aphmau learns.
Was it really anger? Was it really anger? It was racism. Michael used Eren, what's it called? Ian's racism, and to his advantage. But maybe Ian should have been racist. Oh yeah, aphmau learned how to do healing.
Learns to heal, with the new goal to hopefully heal Eren from all the damage that he received. Finally, they are reunited and Eren is now fully a werewolf, no longer hiding that fact. Surprisingly, the one to help Eren through his recovery was Zack. Derek is obviously taken back. Wait, that rhymes. Derek is a bit spooked because now it is confirmed that they have escaped and things are about to go wrong real quick.
Yeah.
This is also the time that Zane and Casey get super close and fall in love. There were moments of this before, but this season really cemented the fact that they are really good for each other. Travis and Caitlin have also had a very on and off relationship. They were sort of dating at the end of season 1 and a bit of season 2, but they constantly clashed and had problems to work through and overall just didn't have the best relationship or a good foundation. It very much was just 90% butting heads with each other and having to deal with each other's antics. So I'm glad that they try and work things out here and just talk about it. Speaking of things not working out, aphmau and Eren's relationship isn't exactly going well because things are surprisingly different with Eren being a werewolf officially. So through some careful conversations, they both agree to turn aphmau into a werewolf so that Eren won't go through this alone and so that aphmau can show him that being a werewolf doesn't have to change who you are. Eren then finally proposes, but things go very wrong. Elizabeth and Zack have
everything go wrong
in
Starlight.
Plan, but there's multiple. And not only that, but Ian is now on the island. And Eren flips out and accidentally turns Garf into a werewolf. Garf would have actually died here, but thanks to his forever potion, he survived. The Guardian forces are now here on the island, and the Ultima is now widely known and ensuing panic among the people. Derek requests help from Agent R to bring him the Realm Breaker, the same one that was gifted to him by Irene to seal away Michael all those years before. But Michael's full plan is already in motion. He's already rounded up a bunch of people to witness what'll happen next, and Ian has already taken control of the werewolves and has aphmau captured, and eventually
shot
closer, right in front of Eren.
Dude! Oh my gosh, the memories. aphmau getting shot. All the what's it called? Where were y'all when aphmau got shot? Oh my gosh. Where were y'all when aphmau the character got shot? Because like there was a bunch of hiatuses so she could so they could work on the animation. There was a bunch of hiatuses with because this is when Angels Falls, and there was like a bunch of animation this season. I love all the animation in this season, minus like one of them. I'm not gonna say which one. I'm pretty sure y'all can guess. It was one that didn't look that clean, but it was still okay. But yeah, aphmau got shot. They were releasing her jacket, her and Eren's jacket as merch. I didn't get it, but yeah.
Eren, now on the brink of losing himself, tries to go after Ian, but everyone yells at him. They call him a monster. They blame him for everything. They put all of their hatred onto him. And he goes on a rampage. He snaps, and he turns into the Ultima Wolf form.
Yeah.
He fully lost control. He murders innocents with his gaze, kills Ian, and is in the perfect condition to become
And the fact that he murdered a lot of innocent people, and he is still allowed to go back maybe would be crazy if they just cut off. They were like, oh yeah, to avoid your eyes ever. Unless in her, he might talk about Rideout might talk about her wish. But wouldn't it be crazy if the Guardian forces cut out Eren's eyes? So it's like, oh, to avoid this happening again, we just cut out your eyes and everything. Because Eren did, kill a lot of people on accident. It was Michael's fault, but he still killed a lot of people.
A relic. Lucinda, Kim, and Ghost tried their best to get ahead of everything and stop Michael before it's too late, but that just causes Michael to switch hosts. He finally leaves Terry's body and is now in control of Travis. He activates the Forever Potion in Garf and Caitlin, and together they take down Eren in his Ultima Wolf form and transport him to the Celestial Cannon. Irene tries to intervene and get Eren to snap out of it, but it's not working. So Derek pushes Eren out of the way and gets turned into a relic instead. Irene then transports Eren into the Irene dimension, saving him but dying in the process. Irene is then greeted by Shad, who opens the doors for her to be judged. She is then confronted.
Yeah,
by her
Derek is
daughter,
dead. Derek is
Alina.
dead. Yeah.
Apparently, she had met both Aaron and aphmau and spent some time with them since she was never able to reach her real mother, since she sealed herself off in the Irene dimension. Alina then gives Irene a choice. Will she continue to live, or give that chance to aphmau and let her come back one last time? That's the name of the movie! It's a really hard choice, but Irene chooses to let aphmau live. She has faith that in the end, it will all be alright. And so, Irene passes on, and Shad is also finally given the chance to rest, finally ending their storylines. Now that aphmau is back and recovered from her sickness of death, the team is able to help and cure Caitlyn and Gar from their brainwashing and retrieve Aaron using the Realm Breaker. Now there's only one thing left to do, with Michael now having a relic.
Alright, yep.
Power back and transform into his true form, the Demon Warlock. He's too powerful, so Ghost remembers her past. Back when she used to be Emmeline, she uses the Celestial Cannon to turn Lucinda, Aaron, and Zane into relics.
Dude, come on, show that
temporarily
one scene, that one scene.
powers, giving her the visage of
Yep.
Irene.
Dude, this scene was epic when I first saw it. I will always just constantly rewatch it. Her wings popping out and her landing on her, doing that superhero pose and everything.
The Demon Warlock looks at her, confirming that she is one of the 3 pieces of Irene's broken soul. Together they take down the Demon Warlock and save the world, but at a cost. Terry sacrificed himself, Lucinda loses her magic, Zane can't seem to use his brain anymore, and Aaron is now blind and can't remember anything. Although he does remember Shu, his old friend that he used to play games with. Zach and Elizabeth both survived, and they talk about how little time the world has left. Elizabeth is frustrated that all this planning went to waste.
Oh yeah, did it? Because Garte is right behind Elizabeth. Why do I remember? Didn't they erase everybody's mind about Garte or something? Because Elizabeth casually has Garte, so why do I remember that being a plot point of this?
Zach tells her that maybe the ends don't justify the means, and that's the end. Alina time travels and spends time with Aaron and aphmau way after the events of Season 6 and most likely Season 7, and everyone is happy and amazing and everything is great. Alright, there we go. You're all caught up now. Thanks for watching.
Wait, that it? Wait, is he dead ass? Oh, he's dead ass. He's dead ass. But yeah, oh my gosh, I made a 51-minute video after out of this. But yeah, that was basically it. Okay. So, whenever they drop the next trailer, do y'all think aphmau's gonna drop a trailer for Mystreet season? I think she has. No. Would she drop a trailer for Mystreet season 7? Would this be like I don't think Mystreet season 6 had a trailer. Did she? Did it? I don't think Mystreet season 6 had a trailer. I think she just started posting it. She was like, "Oh yeah, get ready." There's I can't remember. But yeah. Thank you. What's the name? Right out. Thank you for making my brain remember it. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to rewatch this again. As soon as aphmau was like, "Hey, get ready," enough. In a couple days, I'm about to start posting Mystreet one last time. I might have to do another. I have to rewatch this again. To basically get some lore, remember everybody's names and everything. But yeah, I definitely proved that I have a good memory and remembered some of the key points. I didn't remember Ghost's name. I didn't remember her name being Emmeline. I didn't remember Halo, the guy who I thought was Isaac. His name was Isaac. But yeah, I remember all the aphmau stuff. I remember all the Mystreet stuff, and that's all that matters. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching today's video. Check out the original video in the description if I know how to do that. Check out Write It Out. He has a bunch of aphmau theories and contents. And while that, I'm gonna get back to my regular TV show content. I just needed a recap because I probably will watch her next role plays, her next couple role plays, the actual role plays, the D&Ds, and when Mystreet season 7 comes out, I will rewatch that. So, do all the YouTube stuff, and I will see y'all later. Bye!